Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Swansea City, and we have reached the magical 40-point mark. 42 points currently on the board. We are sat 23rd of March, 9th place in the Premier League table. Today, we've actually got two matches that differ from what I said we were going to do, because we're actually in an FA Cup quarter-final. So when we left off, we beat Watford 2-1. We then played Millwall in the FA Cup, winning 1-0. Two defeats against Leeds and West Ham, not ideal. We weren't very good in either of these. I think actually we weren't terrible in the Leeds game. We just couldn't defend properly. Against Leicester, a 2-2 draw here. Much better this performance was than the last time we played Leicester, where they beat us 4-0. But we did concede two late goals, one in the first half, one in the second, and then we win 3 on the spin. Sam Surridge scoring against Leeds in the FA Cup, beating Bournemouth 4-0, beating Brighton 3-0. Today then, it is going to be West Ham in the FA Cup quarter-final at home, a match that I think we should be able to win. We kind of didn't do well there, but we might be able to do well at home. And then Aston Villa as well, currently 8th place in the table. So that is kind of a battle for position. And if we win that, and Leicester lose, we might actually find ourselves at 7th place in the table. The starting lineup for the West Ham game at the Liberty Stadium. It's going to be Stephen Bender in goal because Sam Johnstone has injured himself again. Not ideal. Worrell, Fry and Kilman at the back. Valerie, Friedel, Estaqueo, Nakamba and Gabbiadini. It's going to be Luca and Hwang as our attacking options for this one. Hwang, by the way, is not a club legend. He's the favoured personnel already after literally half a season. So 3 wins on the spin, and the last 2 have conceded. We've conceded 0 goals and scored 7 in our last 2 matches. So I'm hoping we can carry this on. Last time we played West Ham, we weren't terrible, we weren't great. We did get Callum Styles sent off, which was not ideal, but I think by that point we were already 2-1 down. It meant that we were unlikely to kind of bring in any form of sort of comeback in. 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes played, no highlights so far, but people are getting shots on target. It is Urukan, possibly. I can't. Is it Kassir? Is that his name? Kufal's going to run forward with the ball straight through the middle. Plays it forward to Daniel Podence. Tries to find Willian. Can't manage to get it. Podence gets the ball back and he's rattled the post. We nearly just gave them a goal there, didn't we? Hwang's got the ball for us. He's been tackled by Zuma and it goes off for a throw. First chance goes West Ham's way, and it was kind of all of our own making. Valerie with a throw for us, 20 minutes exactly to Gabbiadini. Crosses in by Valerie. Back post is Lorenzo Luca, and Luca makes it 1-0 after 20 minutes. His, 11th goal of the season? Luca he's a very strange player when it comes to consistency. He will score 2 goals in 1 match and then not score for 2 months, and then score 2 more goals and then not score for 2 months. I'm hoping Lorenzo Luca is back on the goal-scoring trail. Gabbiadini's corner for us. Joe Worrell's there. Worrell heads over the bar. Because I've changed the way the corners work, again, I've changed them back. We did have a striker going for the near post. I've changed it back to be a defender, and we start scoring corners again. It's Manolo Gabbiadini with a free kick, half an hour on the clock. It's a curling effort. Kassir saves it. Joe Worrell's not going to keep it in. It's going to be a corner. There is a lot going on so far. Manolo Gabbiadini takes the corner, then left-footed towards the front post. Willian Jose heads it clear, and that ends the highlights. So far, we are looking good, but West Ham certainly aren't out of this. Half-time, it is 1-0. We're doing well. We are doing very, very well. I'm going to say, keep going. Keep going. It's fired everybody up. Just going to go straight into the second half. We don't have a sub-goalkeeper on the bench because of, obviously, the Johnstone injury. But it does mean that Will Smallbone is currently sat on the bench. Something that he hasn't done too often. The second half is flying by quite nicely, to be honest. I'm okay with winning the match 1-0 with very little going on in the second half. We are going to do a change. We're going to do Will Smallbone coming on for Manolo Gabbiadini. Do we need to take Kilman off? I think we do. Andre Hoffman is the man to come on. Kilman, I don't know what's happening with Kilman. He's on a 6.3. I can only assume somebody like Willian Jose is just manipulating him completely. This isn't a highlight, so we're just going to wait until the subs happen. It might be a highlight. Hold on, Friedel's got the ball in a good position. Plays it to Marvellous Nakamba. Back to Friedel again. He's going to get the cross in. Friedel crosses it in towards the back post. Lorenzo Luca is there and he's hit the outside of the post. It was a highlight. Tyrick Mitchell's throw for West Ham. Final 15 minutes of normal time. Pasalic across to Fornals. Marvellous Nakamba with a marvellous tackle. I've wanted to do that pun for so long and it wasn't even that marvellous, was it? Willian Jose loses out again. Marvellously done. I'm going to just constantly... It's going to be too much, isn't it? Nakamba through ball to Hwang Hee-chan. Is he going to make it 2? He does make it 2. His 8th of the season. A marvellous assist as well to go with that one. And we are looking like we are booking a place into the FA Cup semi-final in our first season back in the Premier League. I don't know who we might play. If we actually get into the FA Cup semi-final, who might we play? Liverpool, Man City. Lovely, that's one option. Let's hope it's neither of those. Full time on South Wales, and West Ham actually had a lot of chances kind of spread out quite consistently through the game, but we did have little spikes of possession, and we took our chances when they came to us. FA Cup semi-final, here we come. Not that the money means a huge amount, but we picked up £367,000. When do we find out who we get to play? So those are our options. Norwich-Bournemouth is definitely, we want to face the winner of that. I don't care who wins, I just want to face the winner of that. And then obviously Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Man City. 2 of those teams will hopefully get knocked out. Ideally 3 by the time we get to the final, but we will see. We are, when is the draw? Is the draw soon? It's the 25th of March. The draw is in literally 2 days. Right, we're going to go forward and see who we'll probably be playing in the next episode. Right then, FA Cup semi-final draw. Arsenal, Man City. Norwich managed to beat Bournemouth, so there is a championship side in the FA Cup semi-final, and obviously ourselves. Who are we going to be getting first out of the hat? It's Man City. Right. I mean, I feel like the TV audiences are going to be happy because they're going to get Man City versus Arsenal in the final, aren't they? So that is obviously going to be next episode. We are going to Wembley. That's something that I kind of wasn't expecting, but we're going to Wembley. We'll probably do Reading and Man City, because I imagine we're going to batter Reading and then probably lose against Man City. Our final 4 games of the season, you can't quite see them. They're not fun. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United and Spurs. There's probably 0 points taking place, basically, from the last 4 games of the season. Let's go forward. Aston Villa up next, but I think we're on an international break, so there's a fair old gap. We're back for the Aston Villa game, and looking at the league table on the right-hand side, we've dropped like a stone, because we've got 2 games in hand over most teams. We've got 1 in hand over West Ham, who are ahead of us, actually joint with Villa for some reason, but Brighton and Leicester have played 32, which means if we win both of our games in hand, which is probably a bit of a push, we will go on to 48 points, which will put us very, very comfortably into 7th place. If we win one of them, we'll go 46. Basically, if we beat Leicester, it's not Leicester, it's Villa. If we beat Villa today, we will move up into 7th place. If we lose, we're actually going to finish the episode down in 11th, which isn't ideal. The starting lineup for the Villa game then will be Stephen Bender in goal. John Stone has returned, but Bender's just been really, really good the last few games he's played. Worrell, Kilman and Friedel will be the central defenders, with Valerie and Styles as the wing-backs. Estaquio and Chukwuemeka in the middle. Chukwuemeka making his return against his former team, so hopefully we get a decent performance out of him. Gabbiadini, Luca and Sturridge will be our strikers. On the bench we do have a slightly injured Hwang Hee-chan, who I don't think I want to bring on, but he's on the bench because basically if we really need a goal late on, maybe Hwang is the man to bring on. We've also got quite a few sort of injury concerns as well, so I really don't want to bring him on, but we basically only got him and Obafemi if we need a striker. 4 wins in a row. We are currently on a 4-winning run in basically all competitions. Obviously, we've had a couple of FA Cup games in that as well. If we can carry this on, we are looking likely to finish the season on a very, very good high. Obviously, we do have the final 4 games of the season, which we are most likely going to lose all of them, but we've also got the distraction of a little FA Cup run. There are a lot of teams fighting for potentially a Europa Conference League spot. Villa, Brighton, Leicester, Swansea and West Ham all in that little position. Newcastle and Everton not too far away either. Nothing's really happening here. It's a corner for Emi Buendia to take towards the back post, and it is in the back of the net. Omar Soleil with his 3rd goal of the season. We can't defend from corners apparently. The match engine has decided that was Callum Styles' mistake. I don't know what he did, but apparently he's taken the blame for it. 1 highlight at half-time, and it was a goal for Villa. Not great. We've not been good in front of goal. We've just not been good, to be honest. Your defensive performance is unacceptable. Keep going, and then keep going. Hopefully, we've fired most people up. Chukwuemeka not really doing anything against his former employer, but there is still 45 minutes to play, and hopefully he can do something. Here he is on the ball. Styles gets it on the left. This is a proper highlight, straight from kickoff. 15 seconds in, Friedel to Chukwuemeka once again. Number 26 goes for a run through the middle. Finds Lorenzo Luca. Lovely through ball to Sam Surridge. He's taken a few touches, and Sam Surridge gets his 6th goal of the season. I was hoping for double figures for Sam. He's got 6. He's cost us £500,000 a goal, I think. Nope, £2 million a goal. He's cost 12 million to sign, hasn't he? So that equaliser puts us back up into 10th place currently. If we can pick up another goal is what we're after. 3 points against Villa at home as well. It's a winnable game. Joe Worrell to Estequeo, back all the way to Stephen Bender. Kilman, now Friedel. We've got a very changed defence at the moment due to injuries. Friedel finds Styles on the left. Back to Chukwuemeka. In the middle, Estequeo to Lorenzo Luca. Surridge once again, backwards though we're going. Chukwuemeka to Kilman, playing in the middle of the three at the moment. Worrell's going to go for a run because he loves to go for a run. Valerie, move into the space. Valerie's just standing there being marked. He's got the ball eventually. Forward to Lorenzo Luca, the big 6'7" Italian. Does a lovely bit of spinning there. Can he get his cross away? Valerie can get across him. Manolo Gabbiadini scored an absolute rocket. How is the net still attached? What went on there? In off the underside of the bar. He almost missed that. I want to watch this highlight. That was surreal to me. Was that a weird highlight? So Luca gets the ball back to Valerie. Keep an eye on Gabbiadini in the middle. Lovely volley off the underside of the bar, possibly the post as well. 2-1 up against Aston Villa. Manolo Gabbiadini with an absolute cracking goal. We've had 2 shots on target, and luckily for us, we scored them both. Are we going to get ourselves a third one as well? Luca gets the ball back to Valerie. First time cross, and Emi Martinez comes out, holds on to that one. 25 minutes left to play. Martinez kicks it long towards the left-hand side. Valerie gets it forward, though, for us. Estequeo, back to Joe Worrell. We're starting to look a lot better now, aren't we? Second half, we've been easily the better side so far. Kilman to Estequeo, that's his name. Luca down to Valerie. Can he whip in another cross, get it on Gabbiadini? Valerie back to Joe Worrell. Estequeo's gone for a little run. I think it was Estequeo. Chukwuemeka now in the middle of the pitch. Back to Max Kilman, across to Friedel. Trying to pass our way through. Eventually getting it forward to Styles on the left. Is Callum Styles going to whip in the cross left-footed? It's taken a deflection. He gets it back from Chukwuemeka. He's crossed in again, and Sam Surridge is there. His 7th goal of the season. It's 3-1 against Aston Villa. What a turnaround this is from the first half. Chukwuemeka is the only player really on our team who's not really playing too well. He's on a 6-8 now. He's just gone up. But you've taken too long to get to that point. We're going to bring on Marvellous. On comes Mr. Nakamba. Do we do any other changes? I mean, we've got quite a few options. I mean, Dylan Levitt, I want to play more. We will play Dylan Levitt instead of Estequeo, actually. We are 3-1 up. Estequeo's had a decent game, but I think because he's constantly on international duty playing for Canada, he's constantly just away, not match fit, things like that. Second half is coming to a close. We've got 6 minutes of normal time. It's Matty Cash with the ball. Down the right is Emi Buendia. Are Villa going to get themselves a second goal and maybe a little bit of a glimmer of hope? Matty Cash on the right-hand side. He's been pushed, I think, by Friedel, but he's kept hold of the ball. It's Douglas Luiz goes for a long-range chance over the bar. We're going to do one final change, and that final change is going to also mean we're going to go slightly more defensive. Gabbiadini is actually going to move up to a striker, and Surridge is going to come off for Big Andy. There you go. Andy Rinham-Hotter is going to be a ball and a midfielder in the middle. We're going to shut up shop, pick up the 3 points, move ourselves into 7th place, with a game in hand as well over most of the teams below us. That could be absolutely massive. Can you believe we've just won 2 matches on camera? Literally, 2 matches in a row on camera. Our 5th straight win. It's a couple of goals as well for Sam Surridge. Gabbiadini with an absolute screamer. And we are actually pushing for Europe. Surridge lifts Swans into Europa Conference League reckoning. So, I think finishing 7th will get us into the Europa Conference League, because of, I think Man City won the EFL Cup, which means everything kind of drops down a little bit. Unless Man City don't finish in the top 4, which they are guaranteed Champions League football, Europa League football. So yeah, I'm thinking 7th is definitely going to be Europa Conference League. But obviously we've also got the FA Cup to worry about. We've also got Man City in that. Hold on. I've never seen this. Stephen Bender has heaped praise upon manager Stuart Pearce after Swansea City pulled off a thrilling 3-1 victory over Aston Villa. It was my words at half-time that inspired the team to overturn the deficit and emerge victorious at the final whistle. Thank you very much, Stephen. You're my best friend. I'm going to send you a Christmas card this year, I think. Before we end this episode, we are going to take a very quick look at our youth intake. It's not been particularly great. I love the fact now, if you go to youth candidates, even players that you've signed do turn up on this list. So, this is our main man, and he's not great, is he? Mubiyiwa, maybe. 16-year-old Welsh wing-back, which is actually helpful that he's a wing-back, but yeah, he is our great big hope, and his potential ability is literally just 3.5 star. No one really to sing and dance about. It's not been a good intake. that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be Manchester City. It is also going to be Reading as well in the league. So just 2 matches in between Newcastle and Everton. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember, leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I'll be back for Reading and an FA Cup semi-final. Thanks for watching.